I think it's fair to say that the Premier League delivered today with two great games. We had United beating Chelsea. About time. About time United won a game. And we had Liverpool beating Everton in a derby 2-1 as well. The same result. Listen, let's talk about both games, giving you guys my reaction before we start. Before going any further, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and of course, comment your own thoughts. Let me know what you guys made of both games and your main reaction from both games. Listen, let's start with the early kickoff. Liverpool versus Everton. And I think the first half performance was arguably the best performance I've seen Liverpool play this whole season, including the game against Atleti at the midweek. That first half performance, that midfield, it's no surprise that the same midfield who won the league last season is the same midfield finally that played the same midfield played this game, and that first half performance was absolutely exceptional. Those three bust the midfield from top to bottom, wallahi. Gravenberch was everywhere, carrying his performance that he did against Atleti, and now continuing it with the goal that he scored, the technique. It reminded me very similar. No one is even talking about, no one even is mentioning it, but it reminded me very similar. Go back and check it, not to the same angle or same level, but same kind of way. Same way. Go and check. Funnily enough, it happened at Anfield as well. It happened at Anfield as well. Go check Ronaldo's goal against Liverpool in the 14-15 season, I believe, with the James assist and the Ronaldo finishing it, and Lovren was trying to close him down. Very similar technique-ish. But yeah, great goal by Szoboszlai with a great pass by Mohamed Salah. And the second goal coming from, once again, Gravenberch, the ball carry, finding Ekitike, and Ekitike finishing off with a great finish. That first half performance, bro, it was exceptional. Kirkus has had his best game so far as a Liverpool player. Virgil van Dijk continuing his strong form to start the season. Szoboszlai once again. Like, if we had to rank Liverpool's best three players so far this season, it's fair to say it's been 1, 2, and Gravenberch 3. And Mohamed Salah has been one of his better performances. I think this might be his best Premier League performance. Not overall, because I think the game against Atleti showcased what he can do, but I think this might have been his best Premier League performance. Second half, you could see Everton go into the game a little bit more. Of course, the additions of players off the bench kind of helped with Barry coming on, and of course, helping with a goal. Gui with an amazing goal. Grealish was involved. Was involved massively. Players coming off the bench, the likes of Wirtz and Isaac. Wirtz came off the bench, and you can say he had an okay-ish impact. Same thing with Isaac. I'm going to be real. Listen, I'm not a hater. I'm not a guy that can bring up agendas. I'm not here for agendas. I don't have a reason to hate Wirtz. But I'm going to be real for Liverpool and for Arne Slot. If you want to win the league and if you want to continue playing the way you did in the first half, I think the second half, Everton picked it up a little bit, and I think Liverpool's performance regressed a little bit in terms of intensity, in terms of momentum. But I feel like if you want to win the league and repeat, these three have to be the main midfielders. Wirtz, I don't know what his position can be. It has to be either as a left winger or changing the system. You can't change what worked last season. Like, don't fix something which isn't broken, fam. This worked perfectly last season. Those three complement each other perfectly. So now, changing it, bringing Wirtz in, changing Szoboszlai into a right back. Yes, Szoboszlai, you sometimes invert into midfield. It's not the same. It's not the same. I think Wirtz's position needs to be identified. And I think Arne Slot, yes, he came out before the game and spoke very highly about Wirtz, that saying he has to adapt, it takes time, and once he takes time, he'll become the player that we signed. But at the same time, I don't think you can rotate these three. I don't think you can change these three midfield. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Gakpo, by the way, let me speak very quickly about Gakpo. In the first half, this Donny is so predictable. Like, so predictable in terms of what his next move is. Everyone knows he's gonna cut into his right and try to shoot. He doesn't surprise the defenders. His move is so predictable. He's got no back at all. It's either two things. It's either cut inside with the same shimmy, or drive and thing. He doesn't surprise. He doesn't like Rio. Like, I'll give you Rio. A 17-year-old has got a bigger bag and is a bigger threat as a fullback. Like Jack O'Brien, right now, as a fullback, who's a bigger threat? Who's a bigger, more difficult player to defend against? Rio or Gakpo? Bro, even though he's 17, I'm picking Rio. Rio's got more to his game, and he's way more unpredictable. Gakpo, my family in Iraq knows what he's going to do. So if they know, imagine Jack O'Brien who does his scouting report and does his memos. Like, bro, I don't know, man. His performances today was way off. Way off. So now Onslaught, he's got a lot of decisions to make. Is it worse on the left? Ikitike on the left and bring Isaac? Because so far, it's been 2 games. Isaac started, Ikitike on the bench. Today, Ikitike started, Isaac on the bench. Who's going to play next game? Who's going to play next game? Let's see. Again, it's too early. Onslaught is going to figure this out, but it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do to figure it out. But other than that, listen, Liverpool win again 2-1. It isn't the scoreline which they were kind of hoping for in terms of 3-4 goals, but in terms of out of all games, this is the game I think they did better out of all the Premier League games so far. And then we'll move on to the most recent game that just finished right now between Man United and Chelsea. And United finally, in terms of, bro, look at this. The problem with United is that they create so many chances and they don't score. Like that first half, it should have been 3-4-0. It should have been 3-4-0. And it started just stupidly. It started just like Chelsea has spent a lot of money. They entered the summer window, just winning the Club World Cup. I don't understand how you can finish the summer window and say to yourself that Rob Sanchez is my goalkeeper for this season. I know Enzo Maresca loves him a lot, but everyone knows, everyone watching, the Chelsea fans and the non-Chelsea fans, understands this Donny is a liability. Yes, he can save you the game against Bayern, where he played very amazingly. He's got great games in him. Don't get me wrong. He's got great games in him. The game against Paris Saint-Germain in the final. The game against Fluminense in the semi-final. He's got some good games in him. But he's not consistent. He's not reliable. And you can't have an unreliable goalkeeper. You can't. You can't have a goalkeeper that you don't know is he going to have a good game or is he going to have a bad game. You can't. So this is why I don't understand how this should have been a position which they had to rectify and they had to fix. And they didn't. First 5 minutes, typical. All you had to do, listen, if it's 1v1, try to defend it. Try to save it. There's no need to foul him. You know it's going to be a red card. You know he's the last man. You're the goalkeeper. You're stopping a clear-cut chance. It's going to be a red card. Why not just let him shoot? Give Mbembo the chance to shoot. He might miss. But even if he scores, you've got 11 players. At least you've got 11 players. And it's 11 versus 11. You put your team in a bad position, and it's your fault that they conceded the first goal and they conceded the second goal. Stupid decision-making, bro. Stupid. But other than that, listen, Bruno Fernandes scored straight away with a nice little move on the right-hand side. Dorgu with the assist. And then they had so many chances. From that moment onwards, Mbembo had a chance. They had a couple chances for the headers. Sesko. But finally they scored to make it 2-0. And that was the winner. That was the cushion which they wanted. Before, Casemiro, again, very stupid, very silly, picking up his second yellow card. Once again, you're fouling, you're pulling down Andres Santos, and you're fouling and you act surprised. You act surprised like you've done something. You're on a yellow card. You are on a yellow card. Andres Santos is not even going towards goal. He's going a bit on the right-hand side. He's going away from goal. Yet you want to foul him and bring him down? But it's silly, especially from a Casemiro who's much experienced. Silly, bro. Silly. That red card brought and gave some hope for Chelsea. But he kind of did it at the same time because Enzo Maresca did something in the first half, which I didn't understand. Listen, Rob Sanchez got sent off, which means you have to bring a keeper in. Fair enough. Why are you taking both Steve and Neto out? Why are you taking both of them out? This Donny tried to play a 5 at the back. It's 5 minutes into the game. You're taking off your another creating outlet, somebody can rely on. Brother, you're not playing City. You're not playing Arsenal. You're not playing at Anfield. You're playing at Old Trafford. You're playing a United side who is low on confidence. You're playing a United side who has been so easy to exploit in transition, which means you need to have fast, quick players up front. Joao Pedro, that's a couple times where he's carried the ball forward. Imagine what you would do with another supporting player next to him in Neto. You took both of them out, which made no sense. Taking one of them out because of Steve, that's fair enough. And then try to play deeper and then rely on the counters. You take both of them out, bro, which basically ended the game for you. It ended the game because you got no hope going forward. If you get the ball, what are you going to do with it? What, you're going to rely on Joao Pedro and Cole Palmer? Come on, it's bad coaching. Bad coaching. And then, of course, the second half with Casemiro's red card, it kind of gave some hope. It didn't help as well. Sorry, going back to the first half, Cole Palmer goes off. It was confirmed later. It was an injury. For a second, Wallah al-Azim, for a second, I thought we took off Cole Palmer for tactical reasons as well. I was like, this guy is smoking something, drinking something. It was crazy. Anyway, second half, Chelsea played a little bit better. United went to that phase where they've been doing it recently, where under pressure phase. The phase of, let me try to defend the lead, the same way they did against Fulham. They do it quite often, and it doesn't work out because they have their players that you can actually bring forward. There's no need for you to defend with numbers. Yes, at that time it was 10v10, but still, Chelsea, they still look like you can attack them, especially with Chalobah, who's having one of his worst games as a Chelsea player, especially with Cucurella going off and Gusto coming on. You could still attack them. But Cunha came on, Mason Mount came on, and you kind of sense from there that they're trying to defend the lead. Then they conceded late on with Chalobah. Yes, I know he scored, but he still had a bad game. And then towards the end, they defended the lead and they survived. For United, at that point, the 3 points was the most important thing. They didn't care about the performance. They didn't care about anything else. They cared about the 3 points because that 3 points take them. Listen, funnily enough, they still, bro, 9th place, bro. Despite everything that's going on with United, they're in a 9th place, which is fair play. They are brother, they're 2 points away from top 4, which is crazy to me. In terms of player performance for this game, the players that stepped up, Bruno Fernandes had a captain performance. Captain performance, even in the second half, leading his players on. There was a moment where he took the ball from Reece James, carried the ball forward, had a shot with Jens and saved, and of course, lifted up and hyped up the crowd. But he had a captain performance. Amad Diallo, for me, was very good. Dogu on the left-hand side was pretty good. Mazraoui defensively, and even, I'm going to be real, Maguire. Yes, I know he got off, but low-key, in terms of the other side, for me, the best players in this game, I would only really and truly give it to Caicedo. Like Enzo Fernandez had a poor game and is continuing his streak in terms of poor games he's having. I don't know if... I'm thinking, Chelsea fans, let me down in the comments, Let me know, please. If Lavia is fully healthy and if you had signed Simmons, would Enzo Fernandez still have been a guaranteed starter for Chelsea? That's my question. If you sign Simmons and Lavia is fully healthy, I don't know what Lavia is. He's fully healthy. Is Enzo Fernandez starting for your team? That's my question. But it's been 2 good games, of course, in the Premier League. Tomorrow, we've got the biggest game between Arsenal and Man City. I'm going to do a watch-along on my main channel, so go watch that out. But listen, put down in the comments what you guys made of both games. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon with tomorrow's review. Peace.